before I get any call. So in Africa, you should have crossed.
Akawumbiko kajja
wafuna ku ssente
zisaazifuna ku
Sometimes the fuel is not enough, or the students themselves may not be able to afford the tuition fees in time, let alone the fact that there are few planes to effectively cater for all the classes. Angela Amiro has some 50 hours to go. She must work as hard as the men do in the industry. She says there is no such thing as advantages over boys.
In the aviation industry, it's a little bit different, unlike the other industries. There is not much of advantages. You need to have the qualifications that a guy will have. You understand? You need to have physics, math. You need to be healthy. You need to be fit. There's nothing like she's a lady, so we should give her priority or anything, because it's different. We're dealing with weather, and what a guy can do, you should be able to do. We're actually referred as small men.
The Uganda People's Defence Forces is an armed force here in the Republic of Uganda. Its origins date way back, and over the years we have been seeing some common faces dominating various positions within the force. However, when we kick-started 2017, His Excellency the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, decided to make some reshuffles within the UPDF. Since then, the reshuffles within the force have been surrounded with controversy. Controversial opinions coming in from the general public, however, have not stopped the decoration ceremony of the newly promoted UPDF officials from going on smoothly. According to the World Health Organization, a single shisha session is equivalent to 100 sticks of cigarettes. This is one of the major reasons as to why importation, sale, buying and display of water pipe tobacco delivery systems, water pipe device and related substances was banned in Uganda. Robin Akatiritimba, the executive director of the Uganda National Health Consumers Organization, says every individual should make an effort to know all that is contained in the Tobacco Control Act and make sure that it is implemented.
Therefore, there is no safer level of tobacco exposure. You cannot say that you are taking less and you are going to be safer. Every dose of tobacco is as dangerous as the whole amount.
And it will affect the government. In a vessel like this, you can get like about 60 to 80 routes. A small vessel like this one, you can get like 120 to 130. It depends.
With just very little rain, multiplication where the vines are grown without the potato hips can take place.
Compared to the heaping system of the potatoes, whereby you get the vines,
You have to cut and leave for the feeding of the roots. But this one here, when the technology came, we found it that it is a bit easier for us to harvest the vines only, because you are not expecting the roots.
June 2015 is a month and year Kevin Naluwama will never forget in her entire life. A year that saw her physically and mentally compromised. Kevin, a single mother of two, got fistula after she was subjected to delayed labor pains while giving birth at Mulago Hospital. She narrates the 3-day ordeal she endured while fighting for her life and that of her second-born child.
I was meant to have an elective C-section and laid in labor. Yeah.
That little girl has grown into a teenager and she's currently 16 years. Lanier Christine recounts her experience at her uncle's home.
When I was staying with my uncle, things became tough. From there, they used to say abusive language on me, that I should have to look for my father. I've now stayed for long to them. I've been spending a lot of food. I'm lazy. I don't want to do things like going to the garden. Sometimes I used to come late from school.
She then turned to her mother for some answers.
I go to the village. I asked my mom that, where's my father? I want him today. Because from town, they used to say abusive language on me, that I should look for my father.
Assistant Administrator and Director UNDP Regional Bureau for Africa, Abdullahi Mardieye, says this inequality costs the continent over $90 billion annually.
We have done some research which show that by not having equality on labor market participation, it is costing the continent $95 billion per year.
Despite the rapid growth in women's participation in various sports activities, today there has not been a corresponding addition in the number of women in top-level administrative positions within the district sports enterprises compared to their male counterparts.
kufuna abasajja abataka wansi wa 15 ng'abakyala be babakubye babayiridde amazzi nga ntenge babagobamu basula mu ddiiro. Omusajja akugamba nti mbeera Ntebe naye ng'olowooza abeera mu Ntebe ku airport naye ng'ali mu Ntebe mu ddiiro lye mwasula.
At a certain home, we are welcomed by this young girl who is 14 years old. She is 8 months pregnant. She dropped out of primary 7, saying she could not withstand the situation at school. We can only refer to her as Harriet for ethical reasons. Harriet is staying with her single mother of 8 children and a grandmother. She says lack of access to sanitary pads was the main cause for her condition. I could use pieces of cloth whenever I received my periods. The distance to and from school was long, and yet I used to walk. I could get bruises. I used to suffer since clothes could not help me much. A man nearby home lured me into sex. I accepted him since I needed money. Eventually, I got pregnant. I first studied at Kasaka Primary School and changed to Aida Primary School till I dropped out.